Hi guys, so today, I was just like, I gotta get some videos going. The new year began and I haven't really made a lot of crafty videos yet. But if you guys seen in a haul recently, I got the Crafter's Companion Wraparound dies, the auto delivery set that they had called. So what happened is the day that they showed these, she didn't have the samples to show you the ones that were gonna come next. So it's a total mystery, right? There's no images or any kind of imagery to go look back on. She didn't have it the whole day that they were doing the craft show or craft event on HSN with Crafter's Companion. So I had no idea, but sometimes there's like descriptors in the title of what's going to come next. So this one said Dragonfly, so I was like, okay, I'll let it come in because I love things like that. And I figured maybe have like a butterfly or something else, but this one, it came with a dragonfly, as you can see. And then it came with this cute little bird one. This one's nice and it's just bigger. It's really cute. So it's going to be two birds right next to each other. And it's kind of hard to see in the imagery. But I've already done videos on these and I've already told you guys how to use them as far as whatever it says here. And it's unfortunate because they measure in millimeters. But when you wrap it around, it should fit a standard A2 size card, which is kind of interesting. It's like, why are you going to give us millimeters when the finished product wraps around an A2 size card and not like an A4 standard size card, right? Is what normally UK and those kind of measurements that they use. So that's kind of odd because it makes it harder for us to cut it out, and then it still fits around a regular card. So, and maybe it's just more exact, right? Sometimes it's hard to do an 1/8 of an inch or 1/16. So maybe these numbers are easier. But what I would do is just get yourself a ruler, obviously that has millimeters, and count it out that way. And just you're gonna have to make marks on your paper and then cut it that way. So basically, they tell you here to cut a strip of however length, and they're all going to be different. So this one says 274 millimeters by 38 millimeters, and like for this one is 289 millimeters by 43 millimeters. So they are different when, with the different designs. And so you cut your strip out, and then you put your dies on either end of the strip. With like this one, you would put it face down, right, at the end of your strip. The other one face down at the other end of the strip. So when you cut the strip out, it's still gonna be connected in the middle. Just kind of use your scissors to cut it. And I already have, like I said, videos on that. I'll link them in the description box if you like, so you can understand a little more what I mean. And then you wrap it around. It's a belly band for your card. So today I thought, well, let's use it as a decorative item, not so much just a belly band. So today I'm gonna run it down the side of the card. Maybe you'll have already seen it in the picture in the intro there. So I'm gonna use this one because I think it's adorable, the Dragonfly. And then I've already cut paper out, which is like, so I was like, what do I want to do? I don't want it to just be super basic, but I do want some patterns in here. I was going to use the Ultimate Card Making Compendium box because somebody had just recently asked me if I could do more videos with that box. So I'll probably do that separately later because I just didn't want to bring it down. I'm looking right at it. It's kind of up high and I'm like, a bunch of stuff in the way. I don't really want to get to it right now. So I went looking at other areas and I had seen this Centura Pearl paper that I used for that little garden gnome, what was it, fairy garden? I don't remember the name of the set, but yeah, fairy garden, right? Your garden fairy set, I don't know, by Crafter's Companion. I had used these colors, and I thought, oh, these will be kind of cute. So what I did was, I'm going to make a 5x7 card. So this is a piece of Centura Pearl, it's like a pink color, that I have trimmed down to 7x10, and then we're just gonna score it at 5 inches so I can fold it in half and make my 5x7 card. So this is a 7x10 piece of paper. And then on top of that, I cut out this piece of paper from, I was looking for the fairy garden paper, and of course I have like 4 or 5 packs, but for some reason this is right with the other Centura Pearl, so I'm like, oh, this will work, the Summer Breeze. And when I opened it up, they had this cute little hearts, and it kind of matches the paper with the colors that I was wanting to use. So I have a piece here cut at 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. So 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, just a 1/4 inch all around smaller than the base card, right? Right there. And so it'll be an 1/8 inch all around smaller. And then I have this green piece that we were gonna cut the dragonflies out on. I was gonna try to layer up the dragonflies. My daughter just showed me that she's done eating and she threw in the sink. But I'm gonna use this green and I'm not gonna do anything else unless there's something else, like, I don't know. It looks like it's pretty much what it is, like the way it cuts out. I don't think there's any embossing that goes along with this, so there might be on those little dots. I don't know if you see these tiny little dots that appear here, but maybe we'll just do the rubber embossing on that. So I'm gonna use those scraps for that, so I'm gonna put that to the side. And then I cut a little white piece of paper. The other thing I'm gonna do just to make it more of a focal point in the front, is I'm going to use some of the verse stamps, which I haven't used yet, and you guys know they had them on HSN. They sold out super fast. There was some kind of glitch. It was the issue. So I got these on Crafters Companion website, and I got them in a bundle, and I got them at a pretty good price, but then people are asking me about it later, and they can't find it on there. So I don't know if they took them down, if they're just singles right now. I don't know what they're doing, the way they're selling these, but it's a big stamp set. It's those verse stamp sets. So I think, oh yeah, I'm going to use this one. And I kind of measured it. It's like 3 by 3.5 inches. So I cut a white piece of stamping paper to, and I should have probably just trimmed this later because I'm at the center right now that I already have it cut out. I cut this at 4 by 3.5. So it's just 1/2 inch larger altogether. So 1/4 inch all around pretty much. So I'm going to stamp on that, and then we're going to see how we're going to layer it up. I don't know. I haven't thought about that far yet. So let's see. So let me keep these things out. Put this away. This is just extra pink paper that I had lying around. And so I guess the first thing we want to do is maybe cut these things out. I am going to be using the Anna Griffin Empress Mini. Oopsie. So if you guys have any reservations about anything you bought since October through HSN, make sure you get them returned by January 31st. You had all that time to think about it and return them if that's what you're going to do. But this is one of the items that obviously I bought during that time. So we will see. How do I want to do this? Okay, let's get this thing open. And we want this green paper. I don't know if they'll both fit at the same time. We will see. If they both fit at the same time, great. I'll run them through at the same time. But if not, we'll do one at a time. And then we'll try to do the rubber embossing just so those little dots that are on there will kind of pop up. Oh, I need lotion. Some lotion on the middle here. So let's get these guys. So again, if this was that long strip that I told you guys about, you would put one facing down at the very end of the strip, just at the very edge, and then the other one, hopefully you center it right. And if you cut it out right, this is basically, when they tell you it's this much width and then that length, it's literally going to sit right in the middle of that width. So they try to make it so it's really accurate, you know, and then on the other side you would put the other piece, right? Obviously it's longer than this. It looks like they both fit, and I'm gonna put them separate because it doesn't matter. I just need them to cut out, but I do want to keep the length just in case. Let me put this more in the middle because again I'm just kind of eyeballing this. I haven't cut any length down yet at the end of the strip because I'm pretty sure they're going to connect it with each other and it's not going to be a problem, but I do want to make sure I have some extra length at the end just in case I need it. So I have it facing up right now. I have the magnetic metal shim, and I don't ever really like to cut into my magnetic. I've done it before because when, you know, Anna Griffin recommends that, but like, I don't really like to do it. So let me run this through. I have to press the run button and then we'll run that through. And again, I'm trying to keep one of my plates without getting cut into, and I totally cut into it the other day. So that didn't work out for me, but it only has a little bit of... Okay. So here's this. And then I'm going to keep this on... Try not to move this too much so that hopefully it's still where... I don't know, we'll see. Remove the magnetic mat. Oopsie. Place this back down. If you feel like you need to tape it so it doesn't move, I would definitely do that, but we're gonna just eyeball this or just kind of fly by the seat of our pants. Put the rubber mat so that the cutting edge is facing up into the mat so that you can get a good impression, hopefully. And let's press run and run that through again. And hopefully that didn't shift at all. We will see. If it shifts, I will cut it again. All right. Oh, okay, perfect. It did not move, I don't think. And it cut really well. I can tell the first time it was nice and cut. Look at all that. So cute. And then like the rubber mat didn't really do much. I don't know if you can see. There's supposed to be like little dots in here, and they did not show up at all. So, I'm not gonna do it again because I'm not that picky, but it would have been nice had they decided to do what they're supposed to. Okay. So we're going to keep this. We don't need any of this stuff anymore. Clean that up later. Just trying to make sure. Okay, the die is still over there. We need this, and we need to stamp. So let's... I'm not trying to do this all in one fell swoop, but I haven't had to pause yet. Okay, I'm just going to stamp this in black ink. And these are photopolymer. I think they want $25 a set. Obviously, you can get them on sale because you know how close to my heart does. They do some really good sales. But hold on. I don't think these are photopolymer. It had said that they were photopolymer. It just says clear acrylic stamp. I remember when she was talking about HSN, I swear she had said that they were photopolymer because I was like, oh yeah, that's probably why they're so expensive. That's crazy. They're just acrylic stamps, you guys. So, okay. I just need to let you guys know that because I'm telling you, in my head, I already had that they were, I even mentioned to you guys that they were photopolymer. They're not. I swear that's what they had said. I wouldn't have just made that up. But, okay. Ooh, is this one big enough? Hopefully I don't want to go find another one. It might miss it on the edge. I'm gonna have to like try to stamp that, like push it down with my hand. Okay, so I just want to stamp it in black. I have this alcohol proof dye ink. It doesn't matter, Noir black. And I guess I could use their stamping pad just to make sure I'm in the middle, but who knows? This is crazy because like I said, I thought this was gonna be photopolymer. A lot of times when it's just something thin like this though, even if it's acrylic, it'll stamp okay. This might be crooked, you guys. I'm not really taking the time to line it up. Just making sure this whole thing got inked up and is stamping. Okay. Could have done a little better job right here in the middle, but that's okay. Not too crooked, so I'm okay with it. Again, if it is crooked, turn it over and do it again. But I think for now we'll be okay. I am really bummed out about that because I'm not kidding. I was like, oh, that's fine if they're $25. I mean, you know, they're photopolymer. No, they're acrylic. I'm not kidding. This is gonna bother me. I'm gonna go look and see their videos again because I'm telling you, I'm almost 100% sure I remember her saying they're photopolymer. But so I wanted to do a little something on the edges of this just to make it stand out. But to be honest, I don't know what color I would use. I guess you could matte and layer it again if you really wanted to put another layer of a different color. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. So let me just get a scoring board, and we need to score this at 5 inches. Are we on an inch side? Yeah. And I always keep the stick that goes to this over here. I don't know why. I just want to make sure it says inches. I thought it did. Okay. So 5 by 7. We're just looking for our 5-inch. Just do a couple soft ones so we don't. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do it this way. I can tell that's where I cut because I can see that I cut down. It has like a little ridge, so I want that to be on the inside instead of on this outer edge. I'm not really going to like crease it too hard because it's this pretty Centura pearl and it will crack on you. Not always. I've had pretty good luck with it, but I don't want it to end up cracking. Okay. So I wanted to see what I was going to be doing. I'm going to put this here. And then this was going to be in here somewhere, kind of like wherever I want to put it. And then I was going to envision putting these guys on the side. So what we're going to do is go ahead and cut this out. I wish I had longer scissors. Where are they? Because we're going to put it together and then just wrap it around the edge if there's any that needs to wrap around. I don't know. Now this part, you could use a ruler just to make it look a little neater. But for now, I'm just going to cut it like that. And you would do the same thing if it was that long strip. Obviously, it's not going to be 2 pieces. You would just try to get behind the one and cut down to the next strip, right, to this area. Ooh, this stuff is nice and thick. Okay, so my vision was to go ahead and lock these. And you know what? Ooh, this is so nice on Centura pearl paper. It's so thick and beautiful. Like, I love it. Like, it feels really nice. So like I said, I wanted this to be like a decorative piece. It's not, it looks like it's intertwined, obviously, and it is, but it doesn't really mean anything. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessary for this. Now, if you want to, you can have some going higher up, lower down. I just didn't know where I was going to end it. That's my only problem. So I'm still trying to figure this out. Like, let's say that's there. Is that too linear? Like, can this go a little bit more over it? I don't know. I kind of want it to be off on its own. So maybe we should do that. A little bit under. I want this to stand out a little bit more. Maybe I'll line it in pink. Okay. I have this pink sheet. Remember I said it's kind of like extra here. What I'm going to do is glue this down and then cut it out. And today I was watching a video from Crafter's Companion. I have not bought anything from them since the last haul I showed you guys. So I'm going to try to use, this is my goal. I've been trying to do it this last year, like actually use the stuff we buy, you guys. So my goal right now is to just use it. What do we have? Pull it out. Let's use it. And I know you guys have a lot of the same things I have. So I don't think it'll be a waste if I go back and use things we already have, right? So let's use it up. So my goal for this New Year is to not spend so much and actually use the things we have. So I made it very, very thin. I hope you can see that. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on my guillotine cutter, I guess. This thing always cuts crooked though. I've already told you guys I'm like super not that impressed with this. It's okay, but sometimes like it cuts so crooked. I probably should have just measured this first and cut it down, but that's okay. So there's that. I'm trying to eyeball where this is going to be cutting. A little bit. Okay. Let me hold it and see if that works for me. Ooh, not too bad. So I've always seen on Craft Expand, they always do this. They kind of just eyeball it instead of actually measuring, and maybe that's a better thing to do. I don't know, but let's just... You guys have Disney Plus yet? We got it when it came out, and we went ahead and paid for like the year because I think you got like basically 2 or 3 months free if you did that. And that worked out real well. Okay. Sorry, so I did have to pause because my daughter was saying something to Dorian and then he had to respond. I'm going to leave this sitting so it kind of flattens out, so I'm just going to put it with something on top. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. There. And then let's go ahead and glue... Okay, so that was the other thing. I think I'm going to wrap this around this. So maybe I do need to know where the other piece is going to be at. Let me flick these things out. People call it a stream of consciousness for me here. This is kind of how I craft. I had an idea of what I was going to do, but I didn't really think of it too much. I just want to see how this is. One side is in a little bit better than the other side. And it's kind of odd that it has 2 pieces of the little tail. I guess it's supposed to be like one once it comes together, but it looks kind of funky. Okay. And then also, do I want it higher, lower? The only thing I do really not like about these things is that this design, why couldn't they just make it a little bit longer? You know, make it extend, or at least, or just sell them one long piece, right? You're gonna have to cut your paper in that long strip anyway. But they do not do that, so. Oh well. Let me see. I think what I'm gonna do is, I don't know what looks better, how I feel about this. Oopsie. Let's see. Okay, I don't know why my TV got louder. Exponentially louder all of a sudden. Okay. I'm going to stick this down, and then we're going to go from there. So I'm going to stick this down, I'm going to let it dry, and then when I come back, we'll decide what we're going to do with the other piece there. So she was saying tacky glue is better for a finished surface like the Centura Pearl. And because it also dries a little bit quicker, but... Okay, so I'm going to put it right here. Kind of just off the edge and then centered. And I'll be back. Well, I left this sitting with a bunch of stuff on top so that would hold it down nicely. So before we really stick this to our card, I'm going to stick it to this, and then we're going to wrap it around and let it dry and all that stuff. So, really cute. I like the way the colors are coming together. And I'm just holding it here because I'm trying to put the thing together nicely. And back it up, back it up. That worked out like perfectly. So, you know, put it wherever you like, if you want it higher, lower, wherever. But I'm just going to put it like right here. And then I'm going to put some glue at the very edges here. I'm putting on the card to hold that down. And I'm just going to put something on it. I'm not bending it over or anything like that right now. I'm just going to... Not too much glue. I don't want it to go everywhere, but... Okay, and I'm going to let this almost dry it basically completely because I want it to be nice and stiff before I go and messing with it and trying to fold it over the edge. So we're going to leave it alone for several minutes and I'll be right back. Okay, guys. Had some breakfast and we'll see. Oh, no. Of course. Something had to happen. I put that glue on there and it kind of ripped that little piece of the thing off there, but that's okay. So be careful if you're going to put something on top like I do. All right. Let's see. I just need something to help me. Ooh. The kids are watching Ice Princess on Disney Plus, and just every once in a while the sound spikes on there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just take the end of my tool here and just score this just so I can see where it should bend over. what I'm saying? I mean, you can do it on the other side, but I kind of want to see exactly where I should bend this. And then I'm just going to take that around. That glue is still seeping out, so it's still a bit wet there. All right. So it's just a different thing to do. I don't know. You guys might like the idea. Maybe you don't. Maybe you want to try it out. But I just thought of a different way to use the belly band. Super cute. And then, I mean, you can make it on a smaller card. I just wanted it with the larger card so I could have space for the sentiment plus that wraparound there. So that's kind of why I did it that way. Put a little... What is this thing already closed up? Let's see here. I'm not putting it too close to the very edge because, again, I don't want it to seep out like it did on that last part, but that's okay. Put a little here, a little there. I'm still going to try to do this. It's very, very, very barely sticking out the sides here. That's pretty good. I mean, I'm using a glue that I can move it around, but that was pretty good for the first time. Alright, so I'm going to lay this out. Again, I'm still going to put some weights here and there because I like to just make sure, especially with this tacky glue. This is also from Crafter's Companion. It warps a little bit, you know. It's good glue. It dries pretty fast. It just does a little bit of warping, so you got to kind of work with it with that in mind, right? So even this edge here is still drying up and it's still a little bit warped. But okay, I'm gonna put that there. I'm actually gonna place this here too, just to keep that middle part done. Okay, I will have pictures for you guys. I know it's hard to see it right now because I just covered it with a bunch of stuff, but I hope you like the design, the way it looks. You can always, you know, on the inside of your card, put another like white layer or matte layer just so you can write your note on the inside. But I do like about this one is that, well, let me move this real quickly because I should have chatted about it. I just wanted to stay down. But because of your sentiments on the outside, you have all this whole inside to write whatever you like. And you can write it right on here too. It might just look nicer if you have like another, you know, like I said, white piece there to make it look nice. And there it is, guys. So thanks for watching. I hope that will give you another idea of how to use these belly bands. And I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye now.